Hey guys, it's Jeff here. Thanks for joining me today. Appreciate it. Last week I did probably what just about everybody did once they heard the news about the passing of Eddie Van Halen. I started pulling the Van Halen albums off the shelf. I actually just went one step further and challenged myself to do all of the vinyl albums that I had and one CD. I figured, you know what, since he was such a guitar god and started such an amazing band along with his brother Alex, I thought it would only be right just to play all the albums that I have back to back to back and just try to do it all in 1 week if I could. That was a little tough because of work, but I figured I'd do one a day, and I only have one that's in CD actually, so that actually made it a little easier because I was able to listen to that back and forth to work. So I was able to squeeze that one in too during the day, while I was listening to the album. So just to show you what I was playing, here we go. First up, from 1978 is their debut album, and what a debut album it was. Van Halen from 1978, fantastic. From 1979, another album that came out right after that was their second album, Van Halen 2. And I'll tell you what, this would gave Van Halen 1 a run for its money. I actually pull this, I think, just as much as I do with their debut album. Such a good album, one that I really enjoy spinning. Again, from 1979, Van Halen 2. Their third album from 1980, Women and Children First. Tell you what, the albums just kept on going right along, and Eddie was such a strong force behind these records. Tell you, I really couldn't say which one is my favorite. I could say which one is my least favorite. Probably when I get to it, you'll probably know which one I'm speaking of anyway. But yeah, from 1980 was Women and Children First, their third album. From 1981, Fair Warning. Great album. I mean, I can't say enough about how these albums just impacted my life and the way they actually were able to enjoy each one as they came out. I mean, it was so rare to just get albums that were one after another that were so good, other than Kiss, of course. Okay, from 1982, the album I was referring to, which is probably my least favorite, but in its own right, still a good album. A lot of covers off of this one, but they did such a good job on the covers, it really made up for it. I recently picked this up a couple of years ago, still sealed copy. I only recently had it in just cassette, so I was actually happy to find this one on vinyl and still sealed at the time. So there it is, their fifth album, Diver Down. Okay, studio album number 6 from 19, I want to say somewhere around 84. Just kidding. Their 1984 album. I don't have to say much about this one. Just another great studio album. Still David Lee Roth, still in lead vocal position here. Excellent album. 1984. It was such a pleasure just spinning these one right after another. Okay, from 1986, and Sammy Hagar's debut with Van Halen, 5150. Awesome album, amazing. Sammy Hagar just slipped right into this. David Lee Roth's spot as lead vocals, and I'll tell you, never missed a beat. And like I said, the Van Halen boys were the driving force behind this band, and they could do no wrong with any of the lead singers they had. So 5150 from 1986. Okay, and from 1988, the one I listened to in the car back and forth from work last week was OU812. The only album I have in CD. I have several in cassette and 8-track, but this is the only one that I don't have in vinyl yet. I do look for it out there and just don't come across it. So, but just an amazing album. Definitely something I want to pick up in vinyl eventually. OU812 from 1991 for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. That's right, the one Sammy Hagar really just wanted to call FUCK, which is the initials for it. This is late coming into the collection, but a very good album nonetheless, and I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed spinning it. So yeah, I'm still getting to learn this one. I don't get a lot of chances to spin it, but you know, being that I was taking them all off the shelf last week, definitely something that was worth spinning actually 2 or 3 times. That is it. That is the complete vinyl collection and 1 CD format of all my Van Halen albums that I have and was spinning last week in memory of Eddie Van Halen. God rest his soul. Such an amazing guitarist and such a driving force behind the Van Halen band. Like I said, I mean, if it wasn't for Eddie, usually once you lose those lead vocals and they change, you know, it's usually crash and burn. A toast to Eddie Van Halen. Take care, everybody. Talk to you guys soon.